Why do file system permission errors still occur today? Imagine trying to open a file and getting a message that says access is denied. Frustrating, right? Permission errors are a common hurdle even in modern systems. They happen because managing who can see or change files involves many layers. At the core, permissions decide who can read, write, or run a file. But these depend on correct ownership, user roles, and system rules. If any of these are off, errors pop up. One big reason permission errors still happen is incorrect ownership. If a user tries to access a file they don't own or lack the right privileges, the system blocks them. This often occurs when files are moved between users or computers without updating who owns the file. Another cause is the complex permission models used today. Operating systems like Windows and Linux have detailed rules involving users, groups, and roles. If permissions are set incorrectly or changed without oversight, errors can occur. File system corruption is another factor. Damage to the file system or permission data can make the system think a file is inaccessible, even if it isn't. This can happen after improper shutdowns, hardware failures, or bugs in the software. Security policies also play a role. Organizations often set rules on who can access what using group policies or access control lists. These rules can override individual permissions and cause unexpected denials. Migration and backup processes can also lead to permission issues. When files are transferred or restored, permissions might not transfer correctly. For example, moving files from one computer to another without adjusting ownership can cause persistent errors. Software conflicts are another common cause. Security tools or system updates might change permissions or block access. Sometimes, antivirus or firewall settings interfere with legitimate file operations. To troubleshoot, start by checking who owns the files and their permissions. Use system commands or file properties to verify and change ownership if needed. Make sure your user account has the right privileges for the task. Use tools to repair file system issues or reset permissions to default. Review group policies and access control lists to ensure they're set correctly. When migrating data, explicitly set permissions on the new system to avoid inherited restrictions. Keep security software in check so it doesn't block valid access. Use command line tools like Change Mode or Change Owner on Linux or the Security tab in Windows to manually adjust permissions. Pay attention to error messages and logs to see which permission checks are failing. Understanding these factors and systematically checking ownership, privileges, system health, and policies can help you fix permission errors. Remember, permission issues often come down to mismatched settings or corrupted data. By following these steps, you can keep your files accessible and avoid those annoying access denied messages.